Our first 2 positive cases of the virus this morning. Wayne County has 3 positive cases. Cayuga County has 1. And as the Onondaga County executive was warning all week, the number of coronavirus cases spiked in Onondaga County. The county has received 700 tests so far. Now, of that 700, 34 people are now confirmed to have the illness. Of those 34 cases, 2 are in the hospital. 1 person is considered stable, the other critical. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan breaks down the county executive's daily briefing.
You'd expect with the spike in confirmed cases that the county executive would have a hard time finding any encouraging signs, but he is offering this community some positive trends. First, the number of calls to the upstate triage line is down. Second, the number of people getting tested at Upstate Hospital is down, and the number of tests at the triage site is down compared to earlier in the week. The county executive's early analysis of those trends is that the number of new people getting sick might also be going down.
One assumption could be is we had a great week of testing, and now that's going to slow down, and maybe we'll get a batch and we'll be able to start to level off this curve a little bit. This data, I might be back at you on tomorrow or Monday and say, we had a 2-word downward trend, and now we got a 3-day upward trend. But right now we got a 2-word downward trend, and it's not because there's not tests at the site.
The county executive also hit some serious notes in his daily briefing. He calls spring breakers who didn't call off their plans irresponsible, and he warns any coming back to Central New York, either to campus or their homes, to self-isolate for 14 days. Also, to the people who have complaints of non-essential businesses still open, still running, he wants you to call his office with those complaints. At the On Center in Syracuse, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.
Andrew, thank you. Now, at home, take a look at your screen because we have a list of some numbers you may need. They include the Upstate Triage Line, the Senior Help Hotline, a number for Child Care Solutions, and the number for Volunteer CNY. Now, I know it's hard to jot them down really quickly right now, but they are posted for you on our website, localsyr.com. And it's a great time to spread some kindness. That's exactly what those at Onondaga Community College were doing this morning. Nursing and surgical students dropped off medical supplies to the Emergency Operations Center. 25 cases of protective gowns, 34 cases of gloves. They also dropped off masks, swabs, rubbing alcohol. They say they even ended up with more supplies than they first thought they'd be able to drop off.
I think we're like everyone else when there's something bad going on. You know, good people want to do good things and help in any way. So this is our way of contributing, and we're really grateful to be part of the process.
All of the medical materials are in short supply right now. They will be handed out by the county emergency team to those who really need them. And across New York State, Governor Andrew Cuomo has directed all non-essential workers to stay home and is focused on increasing hospital capacity, building new beds, and also increasing supplies. As of this morning, there are more than 10,000 positive cases in the state, with at least 3,000 new cases announced today. The total number of positive cases, more than 1,600 of which are hospitalized. That is a 15% hospitalization rate. The state has administered 45,000 tests and has the highest number of cases in the United States right now.
Our goal is to find the positive cases, because if we find a positive case, we can isolate that person and that stops the spread. So we're actually looking for positives. The more tests you take, the more positives you will find.
And more than half the positive cases in New York State are people between the ages of 18 and 49. The New York State Thruway Authority announcing changes at the toll booth. Beginning at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, drivers who go through the cash-only lanes will be billed by their license plate numbers. And until further notice, you will not get a ticket from a toll attendant when you go through the lane. But when exiting the thruway, you will need to tell the toll collector where you entered and again provide your license plate number. Well, so much around us changes, people are putting their faith into practice, maybe now more than ever. News Channel 9's Adrian Smith joins us now in the studio. So, Adrian, what were Bishop Lucia's words of encouragement today?
Nicole, life as we know it has drastically changed, and in such a time of uncertainty, your faith can be tested. And earlier today, I Skyped with Bishop Douglas Lucia of the Syracuse Catholic Diocese, and he explains how important it is for all of us to take care of each other and how an ounce of kindness goes a lot farther than an act of bitterness.
We are part of the human family. And so for me, the most important thing right now is that we've got to take care of each other.
The coronavirus pandemic has shaken the entire world. It's a time full of confusion and fear, but it's also a time of faith to trust and unify. While some churches have canceled worship services or moved online, Bishop Lucia says keeping that sense of community alive is extremely important.
I think that will put us in all a better frame of mind. And whether one has really connected with God in their life or not, I think that's a way of all of us coming to see the face of God, however that happens.
And even though he wants everyone to remain hopeful, Bishop Lucia knows it's crucial to remain practical.
God gave us reason, and so in giving us reason, that's why we're not having church services, we're not gathering in our houses of worship, because right now, it's proven that the disease is communicable.
And no matter what one's belief is, it's a time to care and love one another.
It doesn't matter which nationality we are. It doesn't matter where we live in the world. It doesn't matter whether we're a citizen or a leader. It has affected all stratas of life. And because it has, hopefully through it, we all can become a stronger human family. That by becoming more sensitive to one another, more caring to one another, that we'll come out of this a better world community.
Remembering to always keep the faith. Adrienne Smith, News Channel 9.
Adrienne, thank you. Now, Bishop Lucia encourages anyone in the community to reach out for help if they need it. The Catholic Diocese will continue to live stream services. We're also in the middle of planning an online 3-day retreat. You can watch the masses on localsyr.com. And we are just receiving word of the first positive case of COVID-19 in Madison County. We're told that person is right now in quarantine. That does bring the total number of positive cases in central New York to 58. Of course, you can get all of the latest updates on the spread of COVID-19 on our website, localsyr.com. You can also download our News Channel 9 app. It's available for free in the App Store or Google Play. As lawmakers on Capitol Hill continue to work on a relief package to deal with the economic impact of the coronavirus outbreak, a number of states have issued stay-at-home orders to try and slow the spread. Here's ABC's Dave Packer with the latest.
Here they come. President Trump commending everyone for working together during this time of crisis.
Governors, mayors, the businesses, charities, and citizens are all working with urgency and speed toward one common goal, which is saving American lives.
Negotiations continue on Capitol Hill as lawmakers work on a bipartisan COVID-19 economic relief package. The cost of that package could exceed $1 trillion. The president has expressed his support for what he's calling a possible game changer, chloroquine, a drug that's been used to treat malaria, now being studied as a possible treatment for COVID-19. The nation's top infectious disease expert is taking a wait-and-see approach since the drug is still under clinical trial. But New York's Governor Cuomo says his state will begin conducting trials for the new drug therapy.
There is a theory that the drug treatment could be helpful. We have people who are in serious condition. In a situation where a person is in dire circumstance, try what you can.
A major disaster declared in New York, where the number of confirmed cases of novel coronavirus has topped 10,000, with a majority of those in New York City.
We are now the epicenter of this crisis.
On Saturday, New Jersey joining a growing number of states ordering all non-essential workers to stay home.
We can no longer maintain a sense of business as usual during this emergency.
In Florida, where pictures of spring breakers packing beaches sparked outrage, the state now implementing an emergency order closing all hotels and resorts beginning Sunday. Miami Beach Mayor Dan Gelber saying in a statement, "Right now, as painful as it may be, the reality is we just cannot be a tourist destination." Testing continues to be a major area of concern. So many people showed up at this drive-through testing site in New Jersey that many people were turned away.
I think we're getting to the solution that everybody in the country is looking for. But I want to emphasize is that not every single person in the United States needs to get tested.
But as testing becomes more available, ABC has learned that the director of the National Institutes of Health warns as many as 70,000 Americans could be diagnosed by the end of next week. Dave Packer, ABC News, New York.